Peace, peace, family. I want to talk to the black community about having purpose-driven lives. What is our purpose? What is the purpose for us within our communities, right? You know, and in the Bible, in 1 John 1:14, it says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, right? We use words to articulate ourselves. We use words as an expression. We are the definition and example of every word. We are the verb, the pronoun, and everything. We express, in these physical bodies, express words, right? So it was a period of time that when we was going through all kinds of racial oppression, we used words, rhythm, sound. We used all kinds of things to express ourselves. We had loving music. We had the blues. We had gospel music. We had R&B music where we loved on each other. We celebrated each other through the music. We had all kinds of music that was celebrating the woman and celebrating the man. We used our words as words of expression. While inside the cities at that time, Philadelphia, Chicago, Baltimore, DC, everywhere, right? A lot of our cities were on fire. There was the time of the heroin holocaust, the 70s, the 60s, gangs. There was gang warfare and everything. But we used our music as a refuge of love. What the enemy figured out and did was around 1987, he figured out if you take what they're doing in the streets and put it in their music and watch it, the next 2 generations, their grandchildren will be forever stuck and using words to demonize themselves and destroy and kill themselves. There would be no more music like Darling, Darling Baby. There would be no more music like Get Down On It. They would make music that would be an expressions of death. So now you have young boys, every other song is about killing their brother. Kill, 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 death, 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 murder. And it's being played out in the music. And we're giving birth to generations that's coming into the world, and this is all that they know. This is the normalized dysfunction because we're using our words now as an expression to express death. Our girls is using words where they're saying they're sexually liberated, but their sexual liberation is talking about F a dude, get some money, and eating booty hole and everything in the lower self. Not being liberated in your higher self. Not being liberated in loving yourself. Not being liberated, not using words to liberate you through love. It's using words where you've been conditioned to believe that your liberation is in actually destroying yourself. And this is the trick of the enemy. So now, let's look at our music as opposed to then and now, and how we express ourselves and what we put out to the airwaves every day. And our kids, they go to sleep at night listening to music that's talking about killing themselves, and they wake up in the morning listening to music that's talking about killing themselves. They go throughout their day listening to music, and it starts to shape the way that their consciousness. It starts to shape the subconscious mind, man. And in manifestations is all of that. So now when you say that the black women, these young black girls are out of control, well, they're being inundated day to day, every day, with nothing but words that express destruction and confusion. It's not about uplifting. It's not about loving. It's not about bringing balance. That's how that no longer exists. The black man it's no longer about loving his brother. It's no longer about expressing himself. It's no longer about loving your brother. And I am because we all are. It's no longer about in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then the Word became flesh, which represents us. So we're God having a human experience, but we're not behaving godly no longer. Listen to what we say to each other. Listen to how we treat each other. It's all about I. It's all about the bag now. Anything for the bag. It don't matter. I'll sell my soul for the bag. You're talking about eating booty hole and everything for the bag. Your booty hole brown and all this kind of stuff. This is what we've normalized because the enemy found out the trick. If you want to get them to stop doing things revolutionary, have them put the stuff that was going on the streets and put it in their music. And they'll manifest that, and they'll begin to think that that's the normal way of life. So now the normal way of life now is to just live all for yourself. Because when you see a black man today, you see an individual, and he's selfish. When you see a black woman today, she's pro-woman and pro-opportunist, no longer pro-family. No longer pro-family. We don't even want children no more. We don't want to be married. We just want to have sex and just do what we want to do. There's no rules, there's no rules of engagement. We just do what we want to do and then complain when things go wrong. Because they tricked us. They tricked us into believing that you're liberated. The woman, your liberation now is in bad sexual behavior. That's not liberating, it's destroying you. And we're being tricked. But we use words, we use the same words as an expression to kill ourselves. Listen to the way you talk, young people, when you watch this video. Listen to what you say to your young girls every day. This is what you tell young girls to do. Just listen to it. Is that sexual liberation? Is that something that you want your daughters to do? And they condition you to believe that it's okay, because now you're not living within your right mind. You're living outside of your mind and living vicariously through somebody else's plan. And they got you hook, line, and sinker. So now you call yourself a savage. Now you talk about Captain Hook and everything else. And this is what you've done. This is what you've done. Black man, everything that you talk about in your music is about killing another brother or sleeping with another man's woman. It's not about love no more. You talk about love, it's talking about that you're soft. When you use words of love, you're soft now. This is what they've done to us. The trick of the enemy, man. Learn the trick of the enemy, man. In the beginning was the Word, man. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh. I'm looking right at you.